This is a bit no one sees. A full set of brake calipers from McLaren.
That is a beast though, isn't it?
It is cool. Putting a fuel system in a twin turbo R8. Monday we go to Spa. It's labour intensive, but parts are probably going to cost you 1,500 quid. So engine's coming out of the RS6, and now I'm paying the price for it. Davla.
Hello, mate. So it's turned into one of those days, isn't it?
Already. Gearboxes on R8s and Lambos. Don't get me started. This is a bit no one sees.
Yes.
Well, you just want to pile your head through the wall, but never mind. Yeah, the risk of buying used gearboxes. So we've bought 2 for clients who've basically had their clutches explode. We found 2 gearboxes, put them in 2 cars. Both are fucked. They're causing me problems. And I've had them both in and out, apart. I'm just bored now. It's not customer's fault, so I can't charge them. They paid, one went out, come back. And it won't go through basic settings. So basically that went out, it was fine. That was behaving. It had a mech failure, which was his original mech, because basically the clutch exploded. So obviously it was the original mech. Come back in, put a mech unit in it, which has got all the gears back, everything's fine. Gearbox mechanically looks mint. I know because I've had it apart. Won't go through basic settings at all, fails every time. Now normally that's not a problem because the car will just learn what it's doing, but because it's a brand new mech, it goes basic settings not performed, puts a red light on a dash, and that is it. Can't do anything about it. So I've got that one. Then I've got another one where we did the same thing. Clutch had gone bang, bought a gearbox, tested it, which was wrong. It had been, this is where the plot thickens, it had been somewhere else and had a repair. Didn't really know that because we had to have the back cover off and change a locking collar was in the wrong way around, and put it back together, put it in the car, 20-30 miles, it's fine, and now it's lost gears. And it's just like, so I've had to go and get another gearbox now to do that because of what else? People want their cars back.
Yeah. So
yes, the nasty bit, because this is the difficult bit where you're obviously, if you don't do it that way and you go and buy a new gearbox, it's 35 grand. And I can't sit here and tell people, well, you either buy a brand new gearbox or go away. It kind of doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
So I feel like we've painted ourselves into a corner almost, and now I'm paying the price for it.
Yeah.
So it's hard. It is what it is.
But as ever, you're trying to do your best for the customer.
Yeah, I'm trying to look, and sometimes they feel that and sometimes they don't. At the end of the day, I appreciate everyone wants their cars back, but I've had one guy now working on 2 cars for 2 weeks not getting paid. Or he's getting paid, but I'm not getting, do you know what I mean? I'm not,
sure.
I'm not invoicing a job out. So, and of course, I'm supposed to go racing this week. We're supposed to go Spa next week, and it's like, there's not enough days. There's not enough days, but it is what it is. And then that is coupled with my overwhelming, crushing feeling of letting people down.
Of course.
So, yeah, it's midday on Monday, and I'm in a shit mood already.
I'll throw into the mix the new unit move as well and everything that goes along with that.
Yeah, I mean, that's all right. The lads are over there working, which is good. Nathan's off for a couple of days this week. Like I've said in a couple of videos, the hard bit with the new unit is we not run out of budget, but you never get to move it. You don't move into your new house how you would want it. You've always got to do stuff.
Yep.
So I've done everything I can do in the time I've had to get it operational for the guys to move over there. So like at the minute now we're getting the toilets done. But it's like, now, let's move the office over. I can't really move the office over because the internet. So we've got to sort that first. You know, desks. You go, oh, right, okay, we're getting, I don't want to buy cheap, nasty crap.
Yep.
But also, I don't want to spend 1,500 quid on desks. So there's that. and it's waiting for money to come in. So it's juggling that. And then at the same time, compounded by Matt's on gearbox duty at the minute.
Yep.
And we're not earning any money on that ramp anyway. So the boys are doing other stuff as well. But yeah, the hard bit, mate. The hard bit.
Yep.
So yeah, and then you sit there and you resent the fact that you're going away.
Of course.
That's what ultimately happens. You sit there and I'm like, oh, I shouldn't go to Spa.
Yep.
I shouldn't go racing at the weekend. I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't do that. So that's the awful feeling about it. But oh well, what could be worse?
Well, the sun's out.
Yeah, it is out. It's nice actually.
Doesn't help us
It's
inside.
miserable at the weekend. Yeah. So no, it's okay. We'll get through it. I feel like I need to declutter my life.
Yes. Well, I'll just go, shall I?
Yeah, laters. Like we've obviously, as you can see, we've moved stuff. So the corner's empty for Jord.
It's full of bikes.
The engine room isn't yet because George and his dad Neil are coming up to sort the engine room over the other side. So I need to get that done before I can move the engine room over.
Yep.
So we've tried to clear everything out of the way for Jordan.
Yep.
Because he's trying to sort of do his bit, which is fine. And then we've started to like expand or basically sort out what we've got. And honest to God, mate, what I have got is sickening. So this is my Rick's stuff pile.
And is this for sale?
Yeah. If you see somebody you want to buy it, give me a shout.
This is like a premium supercar auto jumble, isn't it?
I got like 8 McLaren heads.
Wow.
I got a full set of CP rods and pistons. I got McLaren steering wheel, brand new. I got a full set of brake calipers from McLaren, full set of brake discs, they're brand new. What else? I got brake discs down there, don't know what they're off. I got McLaren turbos. Oh, mate, honestly.
This is all stuff that you've
I
accumulated.
got a Huracan plug and play kit. Yeah, just.
And of course, you don't want to take this over to the new unit.
No, this is all.
Ideally.
This is all basically going to end up on like eBay shop. Some of it we will take over because some of it is parts we would want to keep, but other bits of it I don't want to. Mate, I've got McLaren exhaust manifolds, like the uprated ones.
It's going to be a bit of a job listing all this, I guess, initially, and photographing it.
Yeah.
I wonder who's going to get that job.
Yeah. The hard bit is though, is like I know I got a Perf exhaust. Anyone want a brand new Perf exhaust?
This one?
Aftermarket one? Yeah. Yeah.
They've got to be out there.
So if you're a Perf owner and you want an exhaust, give me a shout. So.
And then what about the rest of the workshop? We've got rebuilds.
So yeah, that's all the stuff we moved out of that corner and sort of had a bit of a sort. Consumables, some body stuff we haven't taken over.
Yeah.
And then there's mine and Jordan's cars sort of sat there for the time being because it'd be nice to try and get on with those.
So there's the knobbly. And so are you still planning to take the Lambo to Spa?
Yeah, so Noble's coming to Spa, mate. And Nürburgring, and then it'll be up for sale.
Okay.
Yeah, the Noble's just turned into a real wheel rack.
Yeah.
But
as you say, it's got to be on the back burner for the time being.
yeah, that's it. So yeah, I've got a gearbox to fix, an exhaust to put on a Turbo S.
And let's just say the number plate didn't inspire the
T-shirts. Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
Maybe subconsciously it did.
Yeah. Got a W12 twin turbo that we had in for mapping, but I can't map it basically. My tool doesn't read it, so which is a shame. So we've had a chat with the customer about that.
That is a beast though, isn't it?
It is cool. Yeah, it is cool.
Are you going out?
Yes.
Okay, we're outside.
Outside.
In the sun, lad.
So the Alpha's in for a few little bits and pieces really. Exhaust, downpipe, a camshaft and software.
A bit different?
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. There's two R8s here waiting for parts to turn up. There's a Lambo waiting for parts to turn up. Jordan's Mini threw about. Well, it's his sister's Mini, but it threw about. So that's back here for us to sort that, or for him to sort that. We'll help him, but that's Carl's next RS6 to get sorted. Jack's V10, we've just got to get the service sorted on that. Corey's Huracan is obviously, he wants to go big build on that, so we're just collecting parts up for him at the minute.
Yep.
And then we had an Aventador turn up last week that broke down in Scotland, and that's the auxiliary belt carrier. The bearings on the compressor drive break up and it spits about. Oh. So it needs a auxiliary belt carrier, a belt and some pulleys. But the company recovering it must have left the ignition on, so the battery's dead. And then you can't open the windows properly because the windows sit up inside the seals. Just, you've got to get inside the car to open a bonnet. Honestly, I don't understand how these recovery companies cock up so much.
Yeah.
So,
especially with something like that. It's not recovering
no,
anything.
No, it's treated like, they're treated like shit, mate. Treated like.
So is that a big job then?
Hey?
Is that a big job?
It's 4 or 5 hours. No, it's not engine out.
Okay.
It's just a yeah. It's labour intensive, but parts are probably going to cost you 1,500 quid.
Yeah, usual Lambo tax.
Yeah, but I think he's got warranty on it, so we're just dealing with a warranty at the minute. Yeah, the silver ones needs running again just to make sure that's all ready to go back to Adam. We put the covers on it. I think the Fiesta, the Focus is Jordan's.
Yep.
And then H3 needs to go over the other side. So yeah, it's all right. It's all right. We've got stuff ready to go and
stuff's moving.
Some pieces. Yeah, the R32 went this morning. The Mercedes went Friday. The yellow Lambo went Friday.
Yep.
So yeah, we've got stuff out. Just got a few more to get out this week now before we go away. So
should we take a look over at the other side? Right, so we've moved units.
We are in unit number 2. And Scott is putting a fuel system in a twin turbo R8. So we've done one of these before. So yeah, just.
And even my untrained eye can see that it is from AMS.
Yep, Boost there, their Boost Logic system. So it's fuel rails, twin pump. It's extensive, it is bloody good.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got pretty much everything. So he's just getting to the pumps now because they're obviously, you've got to get to them from the inside of the car and you've got to get to both sides.
Yeah.
So you put a twin pump kit in one side and then you change how it feeds up through the other side.
So what's the spec on this particular car?
So this was built by, originally this car was built by Whiffbits.
Ah, okay. That was their
that's
own
Paul,
car,
isn't it? Yeah.
Paul's car, yeah.
Yeah. So it was built by them. So it's on Syvecs, and I believe, I am sure it's a Boost Logic kit. I'm sure it's a Boost Logic
That
kit.
rings a bell, yeah, because I saw
We've
this
seen it
pop up
before,
on
haven't we?
Instagram, yeah. We used to do stuff with Paul years ago, because obviously he was the go-to man for Supras.
Yeah.
We had one on Redline.
So he does a load now of those Supras on with B58 stuff, doesn't he?
Yeah. Cool conversion.
So yeah, I mean, you can see how extensive it is.
Yep.
So inlet manifold off because it's having uprated, or basically it needs top fuel rails because it's a deadhead system normally off the dual pumps.
Yep.
And that kind of doesn't work very well. Or it doesn't, it's out of fuel basically. So when you want to go add in more fuel, you need to, so you've got a pair of rails, flex fuel, a pair of pumps, obviously the top basket or the top cap.
Billet.
Yeah, and then you modify the basket to hold those.
Yep.
Then you've got fuel pressure regulator and a fuel filter. The second fuel pump controller, because there's 2 fuel pumps now. So they sit like so. There's one. And then there's the other.
Yeah.
And then they come up to the top hat. And then all the hoses, all the associated hose work.
Yes.
So, yeah, just let them crack on really. There's just lots and lots of fittings and pieces. But I think when it's all laid out, it just makes life.
So is this the setup that you would recommend with your?
Yeah, we used it. I used it on the Israel car.
Yep.
Or the guys from Hub Motorsport. We supplied it, and then obviously they came over as well. And we put it on Simon's as well when we did the black one.
Yes.
So it is bloody good. It is a good system. It's really comprehensive. So yeah, if I was doing anything, I'd just get another one of these. But that's the whole lot. Yeah. And then my new rags. I wouldn't expect anyone to get excited about rags, but so we go through so much blue roll that this is a new MAHA system. So basically,
I've seen one of these before.
You get a box of clean rags.
Yep.
Yeah, and they're super absorbent.
Yep.
And then as you use them, then you just fill this green bin.
Rich has got one of these at TTS.
Has he?
You wouldn't expect that.
No. So yeah, quite excited about that because I am bored to tears of going through blue roll like it's going out of fashion.
Yep. And of course, helping the environment.
Yeah, I suppose that's a nice plus, isn't it? So engine's coming out of the RS6. Scott's on the fuel system. Matt's pulling the gearbox out, and Mitch is on with service, exhaust, different back bumper, and a few other bits and pieces.
Okay.
So
why a different back bumper? Is that for the tail?
Yeah, because it's
design?
got, so this is a genuine one, and the one he's got on the car is an aftermarket, like GT
rep?
kind of rep one. He doesn't like it, so yeah. That's okay. We're getting there. And then this, let me pop the lights on.
It's very dark in here.
Dark, 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 dark. So I don't know whether you can see, there's skirting down. So skirting's gone on the office, around the outside, around the outside, around
Buffalo
the outside.
Girls.
Yep. So yeah, we've had the skirting put in. We've had the pipework redone in the kitchen, and then here we go. Toilets are starting to come together. Look.
Aha! We have a latrine.
Les toilettes. Les toilettes.
A toilet. Even for a square bowl.
Yeah.
I like it. And
so
a posh kind of rustic farmhouse sink.
Belfast sinks.
Belfast, that's the word.
Yeah, so the guys can
Once the guys realise that's not the urinal.
wash their. That was the idea. So you can like wash your arms and not get it everywhere. So yeah, guys are back in tomorrow finishing that. It looks quite cool.
Very nice.
And then similar that side then really.
Yep.
So yeah, it's getting there.
Brighter in there. I have to adjust the light. Hang on, there we go.
Yeah, I need to do the sort of lights.
Cool.
That's the bit that's going to wind me up now. I think is that obviously the I didn't do the ceilings.
It's getting there.
Yeah, it's getting there. So
Welcome
Nathan's
to, look, there we go. Welcome to.
Nathan started to build some desks.
Oh yeah.
There's one more to build.
Very similar to the desk in my office, that one.
That's okay.
Only mine's all white. Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting there. And then we can have a bit of a sort out. Don't know what everything is.
Okay.
It's all right, isn't it?
It's looking good.
It's looking good. So, what else? Is that about it? There's nothing in there.
No.
Nothing in there. Boring.
So, quick recap then. You obviously got a busy couple of weeks coming up.
We got a busy, this week we're busy. Monday we go to Spa. So we don't know what we're doing next week really, do we? Because you're coming, but we don't know what we'll get up and down, so we'll see how that goes.
Well, I think I'll bring some kind of computer equipment.
Okay.
And I'm sure
for those lonely nights in the hotel room to watch RedTube.
But yeah, we'll try and get some stuff on the hoof. regardless, we'll get some shorts up.
Yeah. We'll catch stuff anyway. So we'll see what happens. We don't know what's going to happen. I'm not going to promise anyone anything either. So
No.
We'll see what happens. So we're in this week. I go racing this weekend, so I need to try and button off this second championship. Then I'm literally back Sunday night. Monday morning, then I go to. We all go. Scott's staying.
Yep.
But everyone else is coming. And then we're basically back on a Saturday. So normal service resumes Monday the 30th, I think, isn't it?
Yep.
Of September.
Yep.
So it's a bit full on. Right. Beer o'clock.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe I'm way off the mark. But let me know in the comments.
Well, unless we've switched them off.
Yeah, actually, I don't want to know. I'm just going to switch them off. But there's 8 other social media platforms you can reach me on. So yeah, do that. Find me on OnlyFans. Honestly.
Right.
Let's go. It's done. Romeo done.
See you later, dude.
Bye.